Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Welcome to Game 2 of the 1962 Apba Classics National League Playoff Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Giants hold a 1-0 advantage. LA must win today to extend this series to a third game. Here are your stars in today's game. For the Giants, Harvey King, Willie Mays, Juan Marichal, Felipe Alou, Jack Sanford, today's starting pitcher, Orlando Cepeda. For the Los Angeles Dodgers, Sandy Koufax, Tommy Davis, Maury Wills, Frank Howard, Willie Davis, and today's starting pitcher, Don Drysdale. Here are your starting lineups. For the visiting San Francisco Giants, Chuck Hiller is at second base and leading off. Ernie Bowman's at third base, replacing Jim Davenport. We're using the as-played lineups, but Jim Davenport was injured on a tag play yesterday and unavailable today. Willie Mays will bat third, play center field. Willie McCovey bats fourth in left field. Orlando Cepeda, the first baseman. Felipe Alou, right field. Tom Heller, catcher. Jose Pagan is the shortstop. And Jack Sanford will be today's starting pitcher. He's a grade B YZ modifier. We're using Apba Basic in this game. The Giants are going to be a fielding column 2 defense. Jack Sanford in the older Great Teams set, which I bought decades ago from Apba, has Sanford rated a B. The new one, the new revised set, has published in 2017, has Sanford rated as the AYZ pitcher. But with a 3.43 ERA, I think, which is higher than Marichal's, I think, who is a B pitcher, I'm more inclined to think of Jack Sanford as a B pitcher. He played on an offense that had a lot of runs behind him, and I think he's a B pitcher. All right, the starting lineups for the Los Angeles Dodgers. They will lead off with Maury Wills at shortstop. Junior Gilliam will be playing second base. Duke Snyder will be playing left field. Tommy Davis will be over at third base. Wally Moon is the first baseman. Frank Howard in right field. John Roseborough is the catcher. Willie Davis, the center fielder, and Don Drysdale is an A pitcher with an X and Z modifier. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to try to keep track of the outs, and so that you can see as you look at the board how many outs there are in the inning. I'll probably forget, like I leave base runners on who shouldn't be on sometimes, but I'm going to give it a try. Let's get this rolling. Here's Chuck Hiller against Don Drysdale. 1-6 is the first roll of the game. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Maury Wills, who throws over to Wally Moon at first base for the first out of the game, and there is one out. I remember to move it. Ernie Bowman comes to bat. 34 is the roll. It's going to be a fly ball to Willie Davis in center field, makes the catch for 2 outs. Say hey kid, Willie Mays. Drysdale, big tall 6'6" right-handed pitcher, throws sidearm. He said he learned playing sidearm from the time he was young. He actually played second base at high school and made sidearm throws, turning double plays, and he thinks he probably should just maintain that sidearm delivery. Pitch to Mays is a 25. That's going to be a base hit for Willie Mays. Let's see, Drysdale's an A pitcher. That's going to be a single to center, yes. So we have Willie Mays at first base. With 2 outs, he's an F-rated runner. And he did not play yesterday, but Willie McCovey will come to bat for the first time in this series. McCovey hit 280 in 1962. Excuse me. Actually, correction, he hit 293 with only a limited number of bats. He 229 at bats and 20 home runs. Here's the pitch to Willie McCovey. 44 is the roll. That's going to be a 7 on grade A. Ground out to Wally Moon with Drysdale covering at first. And the Giants are retired in the top of the first. Dodgers coming to bat. Jack Sanford taking his warm-up tosses. He's primarily a fastball pitcher in his 4th year with the Giants. He will face Maury Wills, leadoff batter for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills. 53 is a 20 on fielding column 2. It's going to be an error on Chuck Hiller at second base. And the Dodgers have their leadoff hitter on first. That will bring up Junior Gilliam. Jack Sanford checks the runner. Wills takes unusually big leads. He wasn't the fastest player in the league, but he majored on getting big leagues. And knowing the pitchers, here's the wind-up of the pitch. There goes Wills. Gilliam swings. 55 is the roll on the hit-and-run play. That's it. Going to be a ground ball to Chuck Hiller, but Wills will get to second base. Gilliam's retired 4-3 for the first out. Duke Snyder. Here's the pitch to Snyder. 53 is a 16. That ball was hit hard to center field. Willie Mays is in to get it quickly. Wills is trying to score. There's a throw home. He is going to be out at home. Duke Snyder will go to second on the play, score it a single with Wills out 8-2, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Tommy Davis. .56 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. We go to the top of the second. No score. All right, on that throw home, the runner Wills had to hold up to see if the ball got through the infield, but Mays got it so quickly he was able to nail the speedy runner at home plate and preserve the score at 0. So here we are on the top of the second. Orlando Cepeda will lead off for the Giants. First roll is a 43. It's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher, Don Drysdale, who makes the play over to first base for the first out. Felipe Alou. Felipe Alou hit .316 with 25 homers in 1962. Very productive bat, 31. That's going to be an 8 against a grade A pitcher for a pop-up toward third base. Tommy Davis has it measured and makes the catch. Brings the bat Tom Haller, brother of umpire Bill Haller. That's the pitch to Tom Haller. 23 is a fly ball to right field. Frank Howard has the catch, and the Giants are quickly retired in the top of the second. Go to the bottom of the second, no score. Okay, in the Dodgers second, Jack Sanford will see Wally Moon Frank Howard and Johnny Roseball. Here's the pitch to Wally Moon. 65 is going to be a pop-up behind home plate. Tom Haller has it tracking it, and he makes the catch. One down. Frank Howard, former All-American basketball player at Ohio State, as well as All-American baseball player. 45 is going to be ball 4 to Frank Howard. There's slow runner at first base. Dodgers will play it safe. Johnny Roseborough, the catcher. 61 is a roll. 36 is a wild pitch. It's going to allow Howard to go to second base. One ball on Johnny Roseborough. 25 is the roll. That's a 9 against the grade B pitcher. Base hit over second base. The runner was on, Frank Howard, we're playing it safe, only goes to third. Dodgers at first and third with one away. Very dangerous eighth place hitter coming about, Willie Davis. 285 with 21 home runs in 1962. There's a windup. And the pitch to Davis, the infielder's playing back. 22 is a roll. That's going to be a 7 against a grade B. Fly ball to center field, caught by Willie Mays, and not deep enough to score Howard at third. So that's a very big out for Jack Sanford. So that leads him to the pitcher, Don Drysdale. Although he was not a bad hitter, here's the pitch to Drysdale. 53 is a 21, fielding column 1 or 2. That's going to be a little dribbler in front of the plate. Drysdale's going to be safe at first. Howard scores. Roseborough goes to second, give Don Drysdale an RBI. Back to the top of the order, and Maury Wills. .33 is a 8 against grade B. It's be a ground out to the third baseman. 5-3. Ends the bottom of the second inning. Dodgers have the lead, 1-0 as we go to the top of the third. Okay, Don Drysdale's back to the mound, takes his warm-up tosses. You can find a YouTube video of Don Drysdale on the 1950s game show, What's My Line? Very young, 59. Drysdale was the Dodgers' best pitcher in 59 when they went to the World Series. But I think his rookie year was about 57, so he was still very young. Kind of seemed to be shy in personality, but later became one of my favorite broadcasters after he retired from baseball. Here's Joe Pagan lead off the third inning for the Giants. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out. Pitcher Jack Sanford. 63 is the roll. 33 is a pop out to the second baseman, Junior Gilliam. 2 outs. The Dodgers are fielding column 3, which is, they have the lowest numbers fielding of probably any of my Apba Classic teams. Back to the top of the order, and Chuck Hiller. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Willie Davis has it measured and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 LA. Junior Gilliam leads off the last of the third. Here's the pitch to Gilliam, 51. It's going to be a 9 base hit for Junior Gilliam to lead off the third. Fast runner at first base, and Duke Snyder coming to bat. 56 is a swing and a miss for strike 3, and Snyder is 1 for 2 on the day. Here is Tommy Davis, two-time National League batting champion. There's the pitch to Davis. 34 is a fly ball to Willie Mays in center field, and there are 2 outs. I'm now forgetting to move this, but there are 2 outs. Wally Moon. Wally Moon came to the Dodgers in 1959 because of his inside-out swing, and the Dodgers were playing in a Coliseum with a really short left field line, 251 feet down the left field line and a 42-foot fence. So they thought he could hit some moonshots over that fence, and it worked out pretty well for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Wally Moon. 51's a 9. The runner on first, that is going to be a infield base hit for Moon, and the Dodgers are on first and second with 2 away. Frank Howard. Okay, I failed to turn on the camera. It was on pause, and Frank Howard rolled a 45, which is 2 balls and no strikes, because Jack Sanford is a Z modifier. But then I rolled another 45, which is 2 more balls, giving Frank Howard a walk. Now the bases are loaded for the Dodgers with 2 away, and Johnny Roseboro, the catcher, comes to bat. Here's the pitch to Johnny Roseboro. Can he put a key in the merry-go-round? There's an 8 against a B pitcher with the bases loaded. It's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's it for the Dodgers' potential rally. We go to the top of the 4th. LA 1, San Francisco nothing. Ernie Bowman will lead off the top of the 4th inning for San Francisco. The Dodgers had the bases loaded, but they failed to extend their lead. Here's the pitch to Bowman. 55 is the roll. That's going to be an 80 against a great A pitcher. A pop up to the third baseman, Tommy Davis. 1 away, and Willie Mays comes to bat. Made a very big play back in the first inning, throwing out Maury Wells at the plate. Here's the pitch to Willie Mays. And when that stops rolling, it'll be a 656 is a 34. It's going to pop up to Maury Wells at shortstop. Mays is 1 for 2, and there's 2 down. Willie McCovey, one of the most intimidating hitters in the 1960s and 70s. Pitch to McCovey, 23, is fly ball to Frank Howard in right field. He was intimidating, but I don't think Don Drysdale was intimidated by anything. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers 1, Giants 0. Okay, Willie Davis leads off for the Dodgers 4th. I don't think he was related to Tommy Davis. Willie was born in Los Angeles, Tommy in Brooklyn, New York. Here's the pitch to Willie Davis. 21 is a fly ball to Willie McCovey in left field. He makes the catch. 1 down, brings to bat Don Drysdale. .63 is the roll. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Drysdale has a hit in the game back in the 2nd inning. There are 2 outs, top of the order, and Maury Wills. .35 is the roll. That's going to be a base hit for Maury Wills. His first hit of the game, and Junior Gilliam will come to bat. There's a pitch to Gilliam, who is 1 for 2. 1-1 roll, that's a hit column roll with 2 outs. That could be destructive. Here, 43 is 11 on the hit column roll. That's going to be a single. We'll send Wills to third base. And Gilliam will have an opportunity to steal on the next pitch on the roll of 11. Defensive rating for the catcher is 8, which would give him a chance to steal second on a roll of, for defensive 8, 11 through 23, be out, 24 up, safe, error 65-66. There's 2 outs, already a running scoring position. He's not going to steal. Duke Snyder. Here's the pitch to Duke Snyder. 65 is the roll. It's going to be a pop-up. Back of the first base line. Giving chase is the second baseman, Chuck Hiller, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out of the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Dodgers 1, Giants nothing. Top of the 5th, Orlando Cepeda will step in the box for the Giants. He was the son of Pedro Cepeda, well-known player in the Caribbean, home run hitter, often referred to as the Babe Ruth of the Caribbean. There's the pitch to Cepeda. It's a 6-6 roll, and he gets into one. It's a long drive. It is out of here. A home run for Orlando Cepeda. He will touch them all and tie the score at 1. He hit 35 home runs in 1962. Big one here, Felipe Alou. It's a 23 roll, ground ball to third base, X modifier, so that's a strikeout. So Drysdale comes back to strike out Felipe Alou. There's 1 out in the 5th. Tom Haller. Tom Haller has some power. Here's the pitch to Tom Haller. 64 is a base on balls. Average speed at first base. Shortstop Jose Pagan. 35 is a 2-ball and no strike count. It's got the Z modifier. 1-1, that's a hit column roll for Jose Pagan. 54 is a 11. It's going to be a single over first base, sending the runner to the 3rd. And with the 11, Pagan has a chance to steal second. Don't think I will. Okay, the Dodgers are playing their infield in, guarding against a squeeze play. So do we do a squeeze or does he swing away? 153 hitter in 1962. I think we will go ahead and squeeze. Here's the pitch. 62 is a, oh boy, it's a 13 strike. And that's going to nail Tom Haller at home. There are 2 outs. Giants fans are not going to be too happy with Al Dark on that decision. What in the world? Here's the pitch to Jack Sanford. 22 is a 8 against the A pitcher, the runner on first base. It's going to be a ground out to first base with an assist from the pitcher Drysdale. And Pagan goes to second. Except there's 3 outs. We're at the bottom of the 5th. Score tied 1-1. Tommy Davis will lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Dodgers. He played with 10 different teams. His wife said when Tommy Davis went to work, she didn't know if she should pack a lunch or a suitcase. There's the pitch to Tommy. 25. That's going to be a base hit to center field. And that's Tommy Davis's first hit today. He is a fast runner at first base. Wally Moon is the batter. One 6 is the roll. 28 is a ground out to the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Davis will go to second. Big Frank Howard strolls to the plate. After his playing days, the Gentle Giant was a manager for a short time, but he spent 20 years coaching on the major league level. Here's the pitch to Frank Howard. Fly ball to right field. Filippo Liu has it measured and makes the catch. There's 2 down. And John Roseboro. 1-6 is the roll. 28 is a ground out to the shortstop. 6-3. We go to the 6th inning. Score is tied 1-1. Top of the Giants order, and Chuck Hiller, who is 0 for 2. 54 is the roll. It's going to be a fly ball to right field. Frank Howard makes the catch. 1 down. Ernie Bowman, who is taking the place of the injured Frank Davenport. 1-5 is a 9. That's going to be against the A. It's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. And quickly there are 2 away. Here is Willie Mays, who, other than Cepeda's home run, his defensive play in the first inning has been the biggest play in the game. 1-4 is a fly ball to Duke Snyder in left field. 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Tied 1-1. Willie Davis will lead off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. 3 times the Gold Glove winner in center field. There's a little bit of a mixed bag with him because he led the league in errors for center fielders a couple of times. Here's the pitch to Willie Davis. 65 is going to be a high pop foul behind home plate. Tom Haller throws away his mask and makes the catch for the first out. Here's the pitcher, Don Drysdale. .65 is same thing. Another foul out to Tom Haller. And we have top of the order, Maury Wills, who is 1 for 3 on the day. 56 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th, still tied 1-1. The top of the 7th, we'll see Willie McCovey, Orlando Cepeda, and Felipe Alou. There's no doubt that these 2 ace pitchers can go a complete game. John Drysdale in 1962, 314 innings. And Jack Sanford, 265 innings in 1962. So they can go the distance. There's the pitch to McCovey, 43. 29 is going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Drysdale makes the catch, throws over to first base for the first out. Orlando Cepeda. The baby bull homered last time up. Here's the pitch to Cepeda. 42 is a ground out to the shortstop, Maury Wills. Now 2 outs. Felipe Alou. 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. For the bottom of the 7th, still tied at 1. Here is Junior Gilliam. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Junior Gilliam leads off the 7th inning. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. Brings up Duke Snyder. 1-1 is a hit, call, and roll. 42 is a triple for Duke Snyder to right field. So the Dodgers have the go-ahead run at third. Tommy Davis is the batter. 45 is going to be a base on balls. Pretty sure. Yes. First and third. Fast runner at first. Okay, big opportunity for the Dodgers. Here is Wally Moon. 34 is a fly out to center field. And fielding column 2, not deep enough to score the runner. Frank Howard. 22 is a 6. That's going to be runners on first and third off column B. Double to center field. That will clear the bases. 2 RBIs. Snyder scores. Tommy Davis scores. And the Dodgers take a 3-1 lead. Johnny Roseboro. 34 is a fly out to center field. When we go to the top of the 8th, it's now Los Angeles 3, San Francisco 1. Top of the 8th inning, Willie McCovey will lead off for San Francisco. They've got some work to do now. Here's the pitch. 43 is a ground ball back to Drysdale, who throws over to first base for the first out. Not Willie McCovey. Okay, not Willie McCovey. It should be Tom Heller as the first batter. Same play result, though, with the 43 rolls, 29 play result, ground out to the pitcher. Here is Joe Jose Pagan. 62 is a fly out to right fielder, Frank Howard. 2 down. And now Jack Sanford. There'll be a pinch hitter. Okay, Matty Alou will be the pinch hitter for Jack Sanford. Here's the roll. 32 is going to be a ground out to the second baseman. And the Giants are retired in the top of the 8th. They trail by 2, 1-3. Bottom of the 8th inning, the new pitcher for San Francisco will be Billy Odell, grade B pitcher with a Y and Z modifier. Billy Odell formerly worked for the Baltimore Orioles. He'll pitch to Willie Davis to start off at the bottom of the 8th. 41 is the roll. That's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Don Drysdale. 64 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Quickly, 2 Dodgers are retired, and we go to the top of the order. Maury Wills. 25 is going to be a base hit for Maury Wills. And on the next pitch, he will run. 43 is going to be safe, and that is a stolen base for Maury Wills. Second stolen base in the playoffs. So 2 down, he's in scoring position for Junior Gilliam. Odell lines, he throws. 25 is a 9 against a grade B pitcher. That's going to be a single over second base. And the runner, Maury Wills, as a result of the steal, is going to be able to score. And it becomes now Dodgers 4, San Francisco 1. Duke Snyder comes to bat. 32 is a ground out to the second baseman. You go the short way to shortstop, fielder's choice, but that's the third out in the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. Dodgers now lead by 3, 4-1. Okay, John Drysdale goes back out for the 9th. Complete games can be no problem with him. 314 innings in the 1962 season. To be at the top of the San Francisco order, Chuck Killer, 61, is a 22. He is hit by a pitch. Don Drysdale's never afraid to hit a batter with a pitch ball, but he doesn't want to do it here in the top of the ninth and put extra base runners on. Here's Ernie Bowman coming to bat. Ernie Bowman is called back into the dugout. They're going to bring Harvey King up to pitch hit. If we're playing the Merino boards, I might not do that, but we're playing basic. He's a right-handed hitter. He's a 300 hitter in 1962. Many times over a 300 hitter throughout his career. So Bowman is done for the day. Harvey King steps into the box to pinch hit. Here's the wind-up pitch from Drysdale to Harvey King. 1-2 is the 25. That's going to be a double play ground out. Second to short to first. And just like that, there are 2 outs in the 9th inning with Willie Mays coming to bat to hopefully keep it alive for the Giants. Drysdale winds, he pitches. 34 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Willie Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for the final out of Game 2 of the 1962 National League playoffs. Dodgers win it 4-1. We'll be back with a wrap-up. Okay, Apba Ryan back with a wrap-up of this Game 2 of the 62 playoffs. The San Francisco Giants fell to the Los Angeles Dodgers. They scored 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. The Dodgers scored 4 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher was Don Drysdale, who threw 9 innings, gave up 1 earned run, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and walked only 1 batter. Also hit a batter, not unusual for a Drysdale game. Jack Sanford is a losing pitcher, 7 innings, 3 runs, 10 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Home runs in the game by Orlando Cepeda. But the stars of today's game are the 2 biggest men on the Dodgers roster. Frank Howard at 6'7", 2 walks, and a big 2-run double in the 7th inning to put the Dodgers up at that point 3-1. And also at 6'6", Don Drysdale, co-star of the game, who pretty much dominated the Giants through 9 innings, a complete game victory. Tomorrow is Friday. Let's see. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I normally put these games up on weekdays. I play 1 game a day on weekdays. So the deciding game 3 will go up probably Monday, and that will be an elimination game, best 2 out of 3 of the series, and the winner of that game will go to the 1962 World Series. Please join me then at Apba Bryan. This is Baseball Classics. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you hopefully again on Monday.